let me show another example of matrix. If I only, thanks to this extremely fast connection. Here is another example of matrix. This is an absolutely different thing. This is a cell simulation. When I type start, this nice lady gives me the rules of engagement. Basically, in this simulation, I'm a salesperson. The doctor that I'm visiting today prescribes a lot of medicine A. He prescribes less medicine B and does not prescribe any medicine C. I represent a company that is interested in selling more of items B and C, but they are not interested at all in decreasing the sales of A. So they want doctor to continue with A, but pay more attention to prescribing B and C, to put it in mildly politically incorrect way. So now that I know the rules, I can type hello. The receptionist will greet me, tell me that I can proceed. I am proceeding to Dr. Graham. And now, if everything works correctly, and yeah, it worked, the connection worked. I have a few choices to open my sales call. I can tell you that I have two products I want to talk to her about. I can tell her that she was concerned in product A, and I want to pacify these concerns and talk to her also about products B and C, and just tell her that I want to talk about product C today. Which way should I go? What do you think? So give me a choice. Come on, guys. Just imagine that you choose two. Okay. All right. Now that doctor told me that she has only a few minutes, but I'm making a great presentation, and now I need to close my presentation. Choice one, let me see, choice one, in closing, let me remind you that product A is on 90% of local formularies, blah, blah, blah. And the second choice is that product B is great for your patients too. Which way should I go?
Choice one.
Choice one. Fantastic. I think I will get 100% with you. Do you want to switch to sales? I started presentation on B, but doctor interrupts me. Yes, I have been hearing good things about product B, but I am concerned about the side effect. What's your response? There are two choices here. Yes, I understand, but will you still prescribe product B for patients? And I understand you have concerns. I would like to bring your report. Choice two.
So, no, I'm going to completely ignore you, but please keep selling it.
Yeah, her beeper goes off. So now you can ask for 1 more minute. You can thank you for her time. Thank her for her time, and offer to brief a nurse on product C, or leave doctor some literature on product C.
Two.
Well, it definitely will do good in sales. Do well in sales, I think. Let's see what our simulation tells about. Your score is 120, and I never got this much. I don't know if people who wrote this path could go to get to 120 without a cheat sheet. But more importantly, besides scoring you, the program gives you some feedback. Your opening was good, your opening was bad, you did mistake here, you did mistake there, and you realize that, well, at least this was done as a demo for a pharmaceutical company. In pharmaceuticals, sales are very intense technically and psychologically department. These people, nobody teaches in no university how to become a good salesperson for pharmaceutical companies. So they hire people with a chemical and biological background, but they need to teach them how to do sales. Teach them, they teach them by example. Another salesperson who have worked with this material, who have worked for the company, has to spend time teaching these guys, which is good in the sense that they have data from the horse's mouth. Is bad because it's more productive for a good salesperson to make another sales call rather than to teach newbies. So what we try to achieve here is to create a situation where an experienced salesperson would have an opportunity to teach guys, new guys, but give them a lecture or two presentation, but then they would have time and opportunity to return and to run through the simulation. So you do not need to keep all your choices in the program. It can request and try from the database. It can get your reply. It can consult the database what to do with your reply, and based on your reply, it can pick one of the following questions, follow one of the branches further. The good question is how you do metrics on that.
Yes, that was, because I can imagine all that. That's know how to do those sort of things. But yeah, how would you then apply your metrics to that?
I don't know. Let me think aloud here. Maybe we'll come out with a few ideas how we'll do metrics. For example, you can have standard results like gates in the football or soccer, that to complete the simulation successfully, you need to be between these gates. You get into the gate. If you get anywhere else, you lose. If you get close to the left end, you are okay, but it's a C minus. If you get closer to the right pole, it's okay, but it's C plus. If you get in the middle, it's A. And you can, for another way, another parameter that you can add to your metrics is how fast you get to the gates.
Yeah.
So you can, certainly with any kind of random events, you can measure number of steps you have or user had to take to get from one end of the field to the gates, and calculate that.